Let's make a buttery sourdough loaf. So we're gonna get started. I'm just taking my starter out the fridge. I bake with it about once a week and always transfer it into a different jar so it makes it easier to measure. I do 60 grams of starter, 60 grams of flour, and then 60 grams of filtered warm water. Then I'm gonna mix it up using a plastic spatula or a wooden spoon. Put a rubber band to indicate where it was so that you can see once it doubles in size, then it's ready to use. 60 grams of starter, 350 grams of warm water, 500 grams of all-purpose unbleached flour, and then 10 grams of salt. Mix it up into a shaggy dough, then put a wet tea towel like this fine one over the top of it and let it just take a little nap for 35 minutes. Now here's where it gets interesting. You don't have to do this at all. You could skip this step completely, but I grated a fourth of a stick of frozen Kerrygold butter into my stretching folds, and I just did a couple of those, and then we're gonna let that dough overnight. Make sure your towel is damp so it doesn't get too dry on the top of your dough. Now I got up early the next morning. I floured the towel, put my dough on top of the flour so it doesn't stick all over the towel, and I'm grating another fourth of a stick of that butter into my dough. All right, this makes the softest bread, and I can't say that it's healthier, but it is delicious. So you're just going to stretch and fold it into the dough just like so. Now, I'm sure there's better ways to incorporate this, but this is how I'm doing it. All right, now I try to make it pretty and put the pretty side down in the flour so whenever I score it, it's pretty. Wrap it back up loosely in the towel, set it off aside for about 35 minutes. Put your oven on 450 and go say a couple of prayers and drink some coffee. After 45 minutes, get you a piece of parchment paper. Flip your dough onto the parchment paper. Remove the bowl and the towel, and then you can go ahead and score your bread. And then I'm using a black pot today. Cover it 30 minutes in the oven. Then take the top off of it. Put it for another 20 minutes. And look how beautiful and flaky that crust is. It's so buttery and so good. Let me know if y'all give it a try. Because if I can do it, you could do it.